Hey, welcome back to the Popcast, broadcasting live from deep underground in the secret nerd base somewhere underneath Sandusky, Ohio. And we are going to be talking about, I'm not sure what it is, goodbye, good luck.
No, it's
don't die, die, good luck.
Have fun, good luck, don't die.
Have fun. That's
a mouthful of a
That's
title.
a mouthful of a title, but it was well worth it. We are coming straight from the Cinemark in Sandusky, Ohio. Big bucket of popcorn, big Coca-Cola.
And this was a surprise feature. We thought we didn't get it. We were ready to go to this week of, but it wasn't at our theater week of.
Which was last week.
And we were looking, we were like, what's going on here? So it wasn't at our theater, so we were going to watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Which might be coming still as one of our classic cinema reviews, the John Carpenter classic, Big Trouble in Little China. If you haven't seen it, watch our review when we do it.
Yeah. But all of a sudden this showed up in our theaters today, so we went and saw it.
Dropped down like a little gift from heaven.
Or from AI.
Or from AI. Have you seen the Sea Dance AIs?
The Sea Dance AIs.
Nobody seems to know about this. I don't know how. Every time I bring it up to somebody, they don't know. It's been like a week now. It's been over a week. About a week. Sea Dance AI. Sea Dance 2.0. I know some of you out there have seen it.
What is
Thanks to our longtime listeners, Tim Schnurr, Brian Staley, and there was a couple new guys on the comments this past week. One guy, because they were talking about, we just did our top 10 lists.
Yeah.
He said, what about the something or other wagon? I can't mention it. This is a family show. And I said, that's what my response to that one was. I mean, that sounds like a great vehicle.
What is it?
I know, you got to read the comments. But then he also said, what about Cliff Booth's car?
Wow.
So
what
that
a pull
guy,
by that guy.
So that guy is on my top 10 list.
Well, here's the thing. Cliff Booth's car or Rick Dalton's car?
Well, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it was Rick Dalton's car, but
Cliff Booth drove it.
Cliff Booth drove it. But maybe our friend is referring to the new film coming out,
The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Further Adventures of Cliff Booth. I'm sure he has his own car in that show.
Yeah. I mean, he has a cool car in Hollywood. It's the beat up blue one.
But that is a good one.
Talking about Rick Dalton's, like, what is it, like a pink, sort of? Like a salmon? Is that what it is?
It is not pink. I don't know what you're thinking of. It's yellow. It's like a tan yellow.
Sure.
Anyhow, I don't know. Oh, so I don't know what I was talking about before.
Thanks to that guy for adding up.
Because our fans know about Sea Dance 2.0, which led me into the fans. The Sea Dance. Have you seen the Tom Cruise versus Brad Pitt fight?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's Sea Dance 2.0.
Oh, so it's not a movie; it's an algorithm.
It's an AI.
AI algorithm.
But
that's great. I saw that.
That looked legit.
Yeah. Yeah. It did.
What are you talking? And have you seen some of the other ones? Like there was a Wolverine versus Superman.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, there's all kinds of them. But it's Hollywood. So Hollywood is starting to sue all these people. Like there was a Michael Jackson one.
They should sue them. You can't.
Because you can't just be using willy-nilly people.
Yeah.
But that's where AI is, and some of the filmmakers are like, "Holy crap!"
That's scary.
It's real scary.
As we see in this movie, what it could easily become.
Yes. So, without further ado, let's crack open this alien snot, because we have a new segment on the show of trying our different soda pops from Soda Pops downtown Sandusky. Get down there and try some. This is Always Avery Alien Snot. Sell a lot of these weird flavors, but it doesn't really taste like alien snot, as if we knew what that would taste like. Actually has the name of the flavor right here on the side. This one is kiwi and blue raspberry. So let's just see what we got here. Everything tastes better out of the glasses from the 70s, let me tell you.
Just give me a little bit here.
You don't have to drink it all, man. You don't have to drink it all. We're just going to give it a taste and tell the viewers what we think. It's another green one. Smells delicious. Sort of a cream soda. You feel like it's sort of a cream soda?
I don't know if this has a flavor.
It really doesn't have much of a flavor. It's a very mild flavor. Almost has a cream soda taste feel to it. He's not impressed.
No, that's
you gotta lie. We gotta sell this stuff.
Oh, this is delicious.
I got a case of it left.
Always ask for Avery Alien Snot.
Yes, it's great stuff. It tastes good. It has a mild flavor.
Yeah, it's not like repulsive.
No, especially compared to the toxic waste we had last time. So good stuff. You can get some different cut flavored sodas at Soda Pops downtown Sandusky. So let's jump right into this film. Gore Verbinski, is that who was the... I don't know. Oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Let me pull out my letterbox.
What are we doing here? I'll tell you what, people. Let me just say this without spoilers. If you haven't been to the theater in a while, I'm going to highly recommend this movie.
Absolutely.
If you like science fiction, if you like time travel, if you like speculative type films with a message, it's a bit of a comedy, it's a bit of an adventure, it's a bit of sci-fi, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I would say dark humor. Dark humor.
Dark humor.
Which I'm a big fan of.
What is it, like dry?
Dry, dark humor.
Yeah, it was weird at some point.
The protagonist has just this deadpan sort of delivery on a lot of his lines. Is it Gore Verbinski?
Yeah, Gore Verbinski.
Yeah. I tell you, I can't recommend this movie enough.
Absolutely. You don't get it. You don't get a movie like this very often anymore.
No, so you gotta get to it.
Yeah. Where they really are just like, sure.
Anything goes.
Whatever. Just put it in there. It's your project now.
Because coming home from the theater, we still don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah,
and that we'll try to get into some of that. I don't know how we're going to explain it without you having seen it, but we'll get to that. We'll tell you when the spoilers are coming.
I'll say this: beautiful concept.
Yes.
Time travel adventure, sort of. Well, he's like a time traveler.
He's a time traveler. I don't know that there's really time travel throughout. It reminded me of 12 Monkeys.
It reminded me of Terminator.
It reminded me of Back to the Future.
It reminded me of Big Trouble in Little China.
No. It reminded me of Donnie Darko.
It's got a great opening with the diner. I really like the diner.
Opening.
I really like everything they present there. All the characters are very unique. They have a very interesting design for each of them.
They have a nice backstory.
A little power up to each of them, so to speak.
Yeah.
I like when there is a bit of weirdness, especially like the aesthetic or costume of each character. The one girl's just in a princess outfit.
But there's a great reason why.
Exactly. I love that they were just like, yeah, she's in whatever. She's in a princess outfit. This guy's in what appears
God
to
knows
be...
what.
Yeah.
You've seen the commercials. You've seen the pictures.
You haven't, yeah, he's in that. So they really stand out, obviously, as they should. I think those two are the primary characters.
Yes.
But, oh man, it's really got a nice aesthetic to it.
It does, and you think you sort of have the straightforward pitch figured out, but about 15 minutes in, something happens and one of the other characters has a side story that they're getting information or they know things that the main protagonist doesn't know, so all of a sudden there's a monkey wrench.
Yeah, because he's been doing this run, so to speak.
Which is why it reminded me of 12 Monkeys. That guy kept going back, or the Tom Cruise one, Live, Die, Repeat, or what do they call it?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, where he kept going back and, he's doing this multiple times to try and solve the riddle or complete the mission. So that's what that guy's doing, but then this lady has sort of a monkey wrench into it that he did not foresee coming. So that right away then, all right, there's another twist to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Right at the beginning, too, there's a guy like, oh, I'll help you. And he goes, no, please, not you. He said it 100 times already. He's just like, no.
Yeah, he's kind of recruiting people from this diner because he thinks that people from this diner are going to be the right combination if he tries it enough. Yeah, and this one guy apparently raises his hand every time, and he's like, no, you are the most useless human being I've ever been associated with. Put your hand down. And he tried to raise it, and he's, no, stop. You're not coming.
I mean, it's funny. It's very enjoyable. It's always moving.
Yeah.
I never was like, oh, what are we doing here?
Usually I take a little restroom break, but I didn't want to get up.
Yeah, because you didn't know what was going on. Yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy.
It is crazy. But like you said, the character's all unique. And this, as a storytelling technique, right away I thought of a movie we also reviewed. Go back and look on our previous Popcast, Weapons. And we criticized the use of this storytelling technique in Weapons because it was pretty pointless in Weapons.
Yeah.
Where they were in the middle of the story and then they would sidetrack and go from a different character's point of view. And in Weapons, you were just seeing the same information from a different character's point of view. You never really got new information.
And those characters strayed further and further from the main plot as well. I never was like, oh, this person, you know, they're just not really part of the story. It felt like a filler.
So, like especially the one guy wasn't just an ancillary character. He didn't have to do with the main plot line, and you're showing us stuff with him that had nothing to do with the main for no reason.
Yeah.
This one does that same technique, and I think Weapons overdid it in that they did every character. This one did maybe 3 of the characters.
Yeah.
And there's about 6 that he takes from the diner and then himself, so there's kind of 7 main characters. They did about 3 of the characters. And another thing they did better than Weapons, something happened that led into the person flashing back, and then they would tie it together with something like, let's say, in the person's flashback sequence, there was a fire going on, or she lit her lighter for some reason. You know, she was burning up something. And then when they came back to the present movie, they were there with the lighter. So they were weaving it a little bit better. But you got information that advanced the plot that the only other way they could have gotten you that information would have been for long exposition if they didn't do the flashback sequence, which the long exposition would have made no sense because what are these people going to stop and chit-chat? And
yeah,
it would have made...
They're on a time crunch.
Yeah, they're on a time crunch. So very well done as a filmmaking technique. And the other thing that was great was you don't know what was going on most of the time. They're throwing stuff at you left and right, and you're like, what is going on?
How could this be? How could this be in this movie? The one thing is very, like, I guess, controversial, and I was like, I can't believe they're really just making a joke out of this. But sure,
yeah, a tragedy that occurs.
Yeah.
They.
I mean, they're not gonna. It's very matter of fact, very very dry humor of it.
Again, dark and dry humor.
And I was like, okay. I mean, it was funny, but
we got a kick out of it. Some people might not.
Yeah, some people will find that very unfunny.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it made it in.
It is, but it was for whatever reason they chose that to be the tragedy. You know, they could have used other things.
Yeah, you really could have.
Could have just used like auto wrecks or.
I was just about to say like a bus crash or something, but this one was like.
Because did it really matter what it didn't matter what the tragedy would have been, right?
It really didn't.
But it made it really is bad now that we're talking about it.
Because it made it like almost dystopian. The world they're already in is dystopian.
Which brings me back, you're saying the world they're already in, and this is where we're confused right now. Yeah. Was it the world that they're already in, the real world, or was everything we saw an AI version of the world? Because that's kind of what the juxtaposition is. It's kind of at the point in the Matrix where everybody ends up plugged into the Matrix. They're kind of at that inflection point where people are starting to do that and starting to go into the Matrix.
Yeah.
Supposedly in the real time that the movie's occurring.
Yeah.
But after the movie's over, I don't know for sure. I don't know if the whole movie was in the Matrix or if it was in reality.
And then that puts into a lot of who's real here. You know,
because
who's really is this even a real mission, or is it just like this guy's fantasy video game scenario?
Yeah, that could be too. You don't know, which makes it a great movie.
Yeah,
because they're going to be talking about that ending. And there's something else that happens in the ending. It's not quite the top from Inception, but it's like a cue that, okay, wait, are things real?
Yeah.
Are we in AI right now, or is this real, or what's going on? And then also I was going to say something. I think it's a commentary on AI, but also right off the bat, it's a commentary on cell phones.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And a commentary that it's not leading to anywhere good. And I think
everybody's there. I think a lot of people are in agreement with that. That it's like, we're overdoing this.
For sure. And he's saying it's headed for somewhere bad. But I say we're already at the bad place with this. I think your generation has known nothing but devices and cell phones. Now, he lives in
A real world household.
a real world household, so you guys we didn't allow them to have cell phones. I don't know how you got your first cell phone, but Clayton had to buy his own when he was in high school or 8th grade or something. When did you get yours?
Probably 8th grade. Probably freshman, 8th grade.
And we didn't have iPads and everything around the house.
No.
So they weren't...
We had the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, where you had to go play. You had to go to your room or something and play. But I don't feel like you guys played those too much.
No.
Not like you do now.
I'm grinding.
But a lot of kids, their parents give them that iPad
Because they don't want to deal
because
with
they don't want a parent. Because it's easy to just put that kid on the iPad. And then there's 4th graders and 3rd graders and 2nd graders with their own cell phone. That's madness.
Yeah, how could you possibly think that's going to end up good? Especially in the world you live in, you know information now about stuff happening, and you're really giving your kid a cell phone. You know how they are going to get taken so easily. They're going to get manipulated by somebody. I mean, I just can't even believe it. I can't believe you are like, yeah.
Well, there's just...
The kid's going to have a phone and access to the internet. Do you know what's on the internet?
It's retarding the growth of their brain and other functions. I mean, that's a fact. But my point is, I think there's so many people, they don't even know they're addicted. They're totally addicted to those devices. But it's all they've ever known from the time they were born. I'm addicted to this thing. So they don't even know it's an addiction. They don't even know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
You know what?
It straight up is an addiction, because I'll catch myself.
Jurassic Park, when they feed in the raptors, they're like, this is the only thing the raptor knows is that claw brings down the food for them.
Right.
That's essentially what the iPad is. All the little kid knows is the iPad will parent them. That's why these kids have problems with their parents, because the parents are never there when they're young, and they're never disciplining them. It's just, here's the iPad. So then all of a sudden when the parent tries to parent, when the kid's 16 years old,
it's too popped late. In the mouth. Yeah, it's too late. Too late. You missed the window by about 12 years.
You have to be on those kids.
But you know what I mean? I think so many people are addicted, but they don't even know it's an addiction. And you're never going to have that moment to where they hit rock bottom and realize, crap, because they don't even know the other side of, I've never had this phone. I've never had the iPad without the iPad. So they don't even know what it's, you know what I mean?
They don't know it's bad.
Yeah, it's just their...
It's not drugs that they happen upon when they're 15.
Right, so they don't know that the life before, where they can go, you know what, my brain used to be messed up.
And they can't see other people not on drugs. Everybody has a phone. Everybody's addicted to it. So they're like, they don't realize even that it's wrong in general. And
exactly.
You can look at a heroin addict and be like, dude, that's wrong.
That's messed up. Right.
Because nobody else is like that. The other 1,000 people I've seen today are not a heroin addict. So, but everybody has a phone, so they don't even realize there's no scale.
Yes, there's nothing, they don't have a comparison point. And that's where this movie is. The kids are just totally like this, which you can say that they're dramatizing it, but it's not really that dramatic. I mean, walk through the mall, sit in a restaurant and look. Everybody's like that with the phone.
Yeah.
So, we're there. We're halfway there.
We're more than half. I'd say we're 85% there.
We are probably. Some of the predictors say you got 2 years.
Yeah.
And things are going to be a mess. A mess.
I believe it. I believe it.
So this movie is a commentary on many things. I think it's well done visually.
Yeah.
I think
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it either. I mean, maybe the cat thing at the end just wasn't to my... I would have picked something different, but I can't say it as a criticism of the movie.
No.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was just like weird. You got to the point where it was just like, oh, it's spiraling into madness.
Yeah.
And my notion was because they were so close to that and so, like, not even like... I mean, they were close in proximity, but close in time as well, that I figured it was like sort of a vortex, a void space in reality of which way will it go, that stuff is kind of messily falling out. Because they even say, like, you manifested that. When they were all talking, it's a combination.
That's why the guy was like, stop that. Yeah. But see, then again, that leads me to, as we were talking, like you may have seen in the trailer this giant hoof steps down. So it's obviously a giant something, a giant creature of some sort that's obviously not real.
Yeah.
So are they in real life, or is it part of the simulation, or is the simulation able to project into our reality?
That's where I'm coming at, is maybe that was like the void moment in time. You know, it's happening, but it's not quite there, and so there's this weird phenomenon.
Yeah.
From the moment of almost creation.
Yeah. It's a very entertaining popcorn movie just on its surface.
Yeah.
But there's questions.
Yeah.
I mean, they're raising...
And it's not plot hole questions. It's
no.
What is going on here? You know? And what is the intention of going on here?
Yeah. Like the whole subplot with the teachers and the kids and touching of the phone. That's like Season of the Witch, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Yes.
Phone zombies, kids as phone zombies. I mean, it was great analogies, great, but it works all together in the film so well.
Yeah.
I thought the actors did a great job.
Oh yeah. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, like I say, if you want to just take it on the surface as is, it's a great popcorn movie.
Yeah.
It's funny, it's entertaining, it's got action.
Yeah.
So that is our spoiler-free zone. So if you don't want spoilers, please come back and watch this after you witness the movie. Again, highly recommend. What would you rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10? We always have to do that.
I'll give it...
And 5 is average.
Yeah.
5 is average.
I'm like 8? 8.5?
Always with the 8s.
I think it's very enjoyable. I think part of me, I don't know, like, I definitely will come back to it.
Yeah.
More than once, probably more than twice. I might even buy it to own. But I don't have, I kind of yearn, but I don't yearn in the way that I do when I see a 5-star movie. I'm like, I gotta go back. I'll be back there tomorrow or sometime this week to go see that again.
Yeah, I just don't, yeah. Yeah, it's a bizarre movie.
It is bizarre.
Without just throwing out a 10, or maybe even a 9.
So you gotta think like me.
I think it's easily an 8. Again, what's a 9 or a 10? Have we ever nailed this down?
Well, I have my 10s.
What's
and
your
you can
10s?
have your 10s. I mean, let's just The Dark Knight, Dune 2, Interstellar, The Batman,
All right.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I still like 12 Monkeys better than this. 12 Monkeys is one of my favorite time travel movies. This one, though, isn't really a time travel movie. It's only that he has traveled back in time.
Yeah.
And then they don't use that anymore. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it is a time travel movie, but like 12 Monkeys or Back to the Future,
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more like Terminator. There's the time travel right at the beginning.
It is.
But from there, it's
and there's another comparison to Terminator, which is cool. So yeah, I'm going to go 9. 8, 9. 8.5, I guess that made it.
Yeah.
So, great movie. I strongly recommend it. And especially for this time of year when there's nothing else out at the theaters.
Yeah, what is he going to do?
And
I mean, it's original too.
It's original. When's the last time you think you saw a movie this original?
I don't know.
What
was the one we were talking about walking in there?
All the ones we reviewed, I feel like this past summer, there was some good ones, but I don't know that there was anything original,
especially to this degree where it's just crazy. Like F1 was original, but it's also like race cars, Rocky knockoff. See, I thought it was just Top Gun Maverick, but with race cars.
All right,
because it's the same guy, right?
Yeah. See, yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm not trying to hate.
But it's
F1 I love that movie.
It's sort of that formula.
Yeah, this is just something in its own.
Something in its own.
What was that one? You know what I'm talking about?
The substance. Yeah,
that's
it's along the lines of The Substance. People will try to say, I don't want to go into that, but yeah, The Substance was just wacko bizarre. So it's that level of wacko bizarre, but not in that genre.
No.
So if you like The Substance, it's a great movie. I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Substance or this one.
Yeah, you'll be on the edge of your seat either way. No, actually, you'll be knocked back into your seat going, what's going on here?
With the substance or with this?
Either one. I'm saying that's the type of category.
Off the rails, yeah. So, into the spoilers. Here's where I'm gonna say I'm confused. Throughout the movie until the very end, when I started to have a chance to think about it, you think you're in reality.
Yeah.
The guy has come back in time. Everything's real. He's leading this mission to try and stop this kid, which was the way they had that all set up.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was
kid
crazy.
On top of the thing.
In the bowl.
And then he falls off. I thought he was dead.
But yeah, the kid's creepy, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh, and then the end when he's talking to the girl, and it's all different images and whatnot.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
Yeah, that kid was nuts. He was the little AI mastermind. But see, was that kid... This is where, somewhere towards the end, it blurred, and I don't know that the movie was all real in the real world. Because you had the giant cat, like I was saying before, it's a giant cat centaur.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I could be wrong. There's a moment where he goes to open the door to the kid's room, the upstairs, and the clock is at 1 second, like 0001. At least I thought that's what it said. And I was like, oh, they ran out of time. And he opens it, and it's the brick wall. And then they go downstairs.
And there's a whole nother 10 minutes or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe if that was...
Then maybe
out of
that's
the time,
where... Yeah.
That's where it jumps completely over. But I don't know if it was... If it was like 1001, and I just didn't see the 1...
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, that's when they ran out of time. Because the countdown was when the AI would go
live. With
over,
no fencing, so to speak.
That's when he would become, whatever you want to say, all-powerful, self-aware. So they were trying to beat that timeline. So, yeah, then I'm thinking, well, a giant cat, is that... You know, like I said, is the AI able to manifest that in the real world? And then all the stuff that happened down there when they were battling that kid, I just had some other thing too. Like, is the kid even... because the kid was one of these clones.
Yeah.
So he was a made person, but I feel like that whole scenario, the kid might just be a representation of the AI itself. The AI is using the kid to represent itself.
Yeah.
If it's... inside the simulation
to code itself into existence.
Or he made a kid to, you know what I mean? It's and then at the end, so they think they think they have defeated it, and they're out in front of the house, everybody's having a happy ending, but it said you'll always have... I thought that was cool too, when they had kind of a 3-point checklist for the simulation, which is, one of them was you always have a happy ending.
Yeah.
You'll have obstacles, you'll level up, these different things. And, I mean, that, again, all very prescient and kind of predictive of where we're headed. But one of them was a happy ending, so the lady kind of realized, ooh, this is a happy ending, something's wrong, it's just too happy of an ending because her boyfriend comes back and all these things. And then I lost...
She sees a little kid standing there.
Oh, yeah, and then the little kid... Well, they think they rescued the little kid.
Yeah. They thought he was a good guy.
Because they think he's a little kid. But maybe he's just the AI.
Yeah.
Because then the little kid...
is laughing all sinister.
And he says the line, which is the...
Good luck, or have fun.
Good luck.
Don't die.
And then he's holding a little pug dog, and the dog says, don't die.
Yeah.
So then, right away, then that...
is AI.
They're back in the simulation. But see, if they're back in the simulation, then the whole thing was a simulation. Because they're out on the front lawn.
Yeah, or he kidnapped her.
At some point.
Like, while she was plugging it in, maybe she ran out of time. Before being able to plug it in. And so he just carried it through like she did complete it. So she wouldn't
so she wouldn't come back. So then, the guy's got this little get-up that obviously looks like a bomb, and he's holding the trigger the whole time. He tells everybody it's a bomb. At one point, he comes clean and says, no, it's not a bomb. This is how I get out of here. I don't care if you guys die, but I gotta get out. So he realizes at the very end that something's wrong, so he pushes the button and apparently time travels back to the future so that he can come back and try again, right? So they go through the whole thing with her realizing and getting taken away in the paddy wagon. And then it starts over with him dropping into the restaurant again. And he's got a good plan. They're gonna. She had an infection, or she had a birth defect that she was allergic to technology, so she couldn't be around it. So his new plan is, rather than to try and stop this kid, he wants to infect the world with that gene so that they can't be affected by technology, or that people then would have no use for technology because it causes them to, they can't deal with it. Which is a good plan. So he starts on a spiel, and he has this dead rat that he flops down, and he starts on a spiel, and the last shot is the dead rat opening his eye. So that tells you that...
So it could be like fake.
That they're in the simulation. So, right? I mean, it's a dead rat. The rat can't open his eye.
Was it dead, though? I think he could have knocked it out.
No, I think it was a dead rat.
Why would he bring a dead rat, though?
Oh, that's true.
Because he needs the rats to spread it.
Well, it spreads disease. If you got a dead rat, the other rats will eat it or something.
No, I think they gotta go rub up against each other with the disease.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, there's the conundrum.
Yeah, there's the conundrum.
We don't know what is real. It could be real to a certain point, and then it gets unreal.
Yeah,
that could also be
that could be the thing too. And let's go back to the very beginning when they're doing these other people's flashbacks. Those are very odd.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's just the world that they're in to make it more like dystopian feeling, or if it is the simulation and they're all in it and it's...
Because it's bizarre.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the schools is bizarre.
Very bizarre.
I mean, that almost could be its own movie where kids are getting killed, so there's a service that you can go to get your kid cloned so you can have your kid back after they die. And then there's support groups. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost could be its own movie right there. And the clones, of course, are not quite right. They look right, but the personality's goofy. Yeah. They even have a thing in there where you can get a discount if you have your kid
say ads.
So, and they explain it. This guy was really good being a salesman. I mean, that guy even did a great job because he was deadpan and
just like this.
Just acting like this is normal. I'm selling you a car.
Yeah.
But the kids will just say an ad. Hey, can we go get some Totally Avery soda with the alien snot? It tastes great. And made with real cane sugar. They just throw it out in the conversation.
Yeah.
It's not like an ad. It is an ad, but so that was a cool twist. You know what I mean? So they put a lot of thought into a lot of these different things.
Yeah.
And then the cell phones actually become weaponized, and they have this
that was crazy. It's obviously like TikTok. The kids are scrolling.
Yeah.
But the imagery on it was
crazy.
Demonic and weird and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I mean, that obviously is why they're zombies or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're getting
they literally became cell phone zombies and were walking around. These guys had this. See, I don't know. The whole thing might be a simulation.
Yeah, it could be, or it could just be that's just the world.
Could be.
But I guess everybody at the diner was real regular.
Yeah, the diner seemed totally like you could go there right now.
Yeah, I mean they had the weird TikTok. They were showing that.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing, but.
But then the cops were just shooting everybody that came out.
That's what I thought was weird.
I was like, so it's obviously like a hostage situation. The police are out there, but the guy was like reciting the different scenarios he's already tried. Well, if we go out the front, everybody dies, and for some reason they just shoot the civilians if they walk out the door. And he's like,
the Boy Scouts were the best. And there's a table of Boy Scouts. So one of his 100 tries was just with the Boy Scout troop.
Yeah.
And the Boy Scouts all run out there, and the police come and start beating them with batons and throwing tear gas at them. And it's just like, what is going on?
Yeah, which makes no sense. These are the hostages, and the hostages come out of the building, and they're just getting shot or beat or whatever.
The dogs got let loose on them at one point.
which was all awesome. And again, good visual storytelling, the way they did it. He's like reciting, and they've done that in other movies. But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, that... No one knows.
I
wonder if they know. I wonder if they wrote it a certain way to be like,
to leave
this is
everything,
kind of what I envisioned it being.
Yeah, to leave everything kind of ambiguous. It's a bizarre movie.
It's weird.
Bizarre movie.
But very enjoyable.
And yeah, the Terminator twist of it was that this guy that's coming back in time every time, his mom is in the diner and he never picks her to go, but this time something weird happens. The bottle spins around and points to her. She tried to volunteer. He was like, no way.
Which was funny as well, because she's in a princess outfit. And she just
he's
got
making
done
fun
crying.
of her. He's like,
oh my gosh, you look like you haven't been on your meds.
you
We're
look
okay
like a
with
weirdo.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of hates on her in the group. Like multiple times, they're like, dude, she's so weird. Oh,
Yeah.
She's not even doing anything real weird, I don't think.
Yeah, she just is stuck in that princess outfit. So, yeah. I want to read what the filmmakers think. You know, but like Inception, with the top, they're like, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It could go either way. So I wonder what their intentions were. Is it just in a VR loop? And this is, like you said, that guy's video game? Or is it
just dystopian, where we could be heading? Right on the edge.
I think that's where we're headed, whether it's VR or not.
But I'm saying it's like right on the edge there.
Right.
They're at 99.5% being there, so maybe it is just the world.
Right, because if it is the world, that AI has started to control teenagers with the cell phone.
Yeah.
In our world right now. Whew.
Great movie.
Great movie. And what is it? Goodbye, good luck, don't die?
Have fun.
I can't. I don't know why I throw goodbye in there.
Let's see. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Good luck, have fun. That's like May the Force be with you, with a few more words. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah.
Which was cool because that was like the tagline of what they say in the VR.
Yeah. It's the greeting of the VR.
Because the princess's girlfriend, or the princess's boyfriend, it's not that type of movie, goes into the VR and he says it to her out in the real world. And she's like, what's that? He goes, oh, that's just what we say inside the VR world.
Inside the web.
Inside the web. Good movie.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Recommend it.
Recommend it. This is one of our shorter episodes.
Yeah, it was just a little...
we didn't have the comics today.
Yeah. It just happened. We weren't expecting to film that.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to film. But we got a bonus. We got a bonus in. So maybe next week, if there's nothing, which there's not, the next big thing is the one with Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. That looks pretty cool. So they threw out some ideas. Our peeps did threw out some ideas. Another trailer show, because there is some trailers that should be discussed.
House of the Dragon Season 3 trailer? You see that?
Spider Noir. What's up with that?
Spider Noir. That's...
Man, come on.
I don't know about that one, man.
All right. So see, these probably need to be discussed. And then our classic cinema throwback with Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. That is, if you haven't seen that one, you need to see it.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China.
That's worth going back to the 80s for.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell in his prime.
That's a crazy movie.
It was a crazy movie. That's another one that's just bonkers.
What is going on in that movie?
That is a great movie. That is a great movie.
That's not even like... I don't even know what that is.
Especially back then.
Chinese mysticism.
But you can't tell me those guys weren't the inspiration for Mortal Kombat. Raiden and...
yeah.
You can't tell
probably.
me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody had... One of those guys had to see that movie and be like, I'm surprised they didn't get sued for copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's a classic. That's a fun.
It is classic.
That's such an underrated one too.
It is. It is kind of.
That's never really thrown out there, even by us. It's not thrown out there enough. Big Trouble in Little China.
Just listen to that name. Big Trouble in Little China.
That's
they don't name
that's $1 million name right there.
That is. They don't name them like that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. So if you haven't hit the like, hit the like. If you haven't hit the subscribe, please hit the subscribe. We'd like to get to 50 subscribers sometime in our lifetime soon. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Popcast.